1896 there was the so-called Millennium Celebration, when we were celebrating the 1000-year anniversary of coming and settling in the Carpathian Basin. In the meantime, on the left-hand side, on the top of the hill, you can see already the Royal Palace and the funicular as well. So that was a great celebration, and for that particular event we were restructuring and rebuilding almost the whole Pest part and some parts of the Buda side as well. We are going to see very clearly that here the Buda side, it's actually having very narrow winding little streets leading us all the time uphill. And the Pest part, we are going to see that there are big avenues and large boulevards, very elegantly built. Those were built in the late 1800s for the Millennium Celebration. Here on the Buda side, we have some monuments, some structures which were built or just restored for that particular event. But all the rest, we practically can say, are very authentic. Some of them still original. So very different, the two sides of the city, but we are going to see that later on. So now we are heading up to the castle hill, and on your left hand side you can see already something very beautiful. That is the Fisherman's Bastion, and behind that you can see already with a very colorful rooftop, that is the Matthias Church. We are going to go as close as possible, and I can promise you that we are not going to take any steps, so we are going to take just the easy way going up here. Both of them, they look very, very old, but actually, to be very honest, the Fisherman's Bastion, which is a lookout terrace, nothing else, it was built in the late 1800s for 1896 for the Millennium Celebration, and the Matthias Church was only renovated for that year. We have an evidence that already in 1004 there was a place of worship, of course not in such a large scale, but then they were extending it and enlarging it from century to century, and the way how it looks nowadays, that dates back also to the late 1800s. I know that as we are going to get out from the coach, it is going to be very tempting just to run over to the other side and take pictures and stuff like that, but I would like to ask you to please stick with me, stick together as a group, and we are going to walk together first, and then we are going to see the main sites, and I promise I'm going to provide you with a great photo opportunity from where you are going to have an excellent view overlooking the Pest side, even better than from here, okay? Just some rules before we get out from the coach. There might come some gypsy street vendors to you to try to sell their goods, but they are actually selling in an illegal way stolen goods, so we try to avoid that, please. And also, you are not familiar with Hungarian currency and money yet, so it might happen that they give back the